QVC. Oh my, we're gonna make this season of the year so much easier for you. Right now though, we're gonna talk to you about a Chefologist set of 3 wine openers and wine stoppers with a gift box. Now, just this week, we've had 5,800 of these ordered. Now, I want you to think about the people on your gift list. And if you've got a wine lover on your gift list, you're probably already stressed because you don't want to buy them the wrong thing. And if you buy them the wrong wine, then you become embarrassed, right? And they become embarrassed because they want to be excited about what you gave them, but maybe what you gave them is not something that is a great wine. And your next thinking is, well, if I spend more money in the wine store, I'm going to get a better bottle of wine. Not necessarily true. So instead of buying wine for the wine lover on your gift list, buy a wine accessory. But not just one, not just 2, how about 3? You get a set of 3. These are remarkable. You get 3 wine openers and 3 stoppers and 3 matching gift boxes. Now, this first color is called Aqua. I also have it for you in the red. You'll get a set of 3 red with the gift boxes. You'll also get a set of 3 black with the gift boxes. And finally, we have a set of 3 purple with the gift boxes. These have a single needle. The needle goes through the cork. Then you start pumping it. What you're doing is you're pumping air into the bottle. Now, it has no choice but to push that cork up and out of the bottle. It doesn't break it. It just makes it pop out of the top of the bottle. I'm talking regular cork or synthetic. It will work on both. And then these stoppers are low profile, so it's going to be easy to store unconsumed wine back in your fridge. Let's join Chef Rick Roman. He is not only a chef and a former caterer, but he's also someone that worked in the wine industry for how many years, sir?
15 years in the wine business, Dave, and I always had to use these corkscrews, which quite frankly are pretty difficult to use. Oftentimes you break the cork. A lot of people are intimidated because it takes a lot of hand strength and coordination. Well, with the Chefologist, David, you just said it. We're not using any batteries or anything. We're using air. And all we're doing is we're taking our wine opener, it has that long needle you mentioned, and we're pushing it down into the cork. It goes through the cork down to the bottom. Then I'm just pumping air into the bottle. And what happens, David, the air needs a place to go, and it simply lifts the cork right out of the bottle. What I love about it is you never tear the cork. It's always in perfect condition. That is how easy it is to open the bottle of wine. And as you said, little silicone stoppers. So if you don't finish your wine, you push the silicone stopper in there. You can put that in the refrigerator either vertically or horizontally. So that's what's fun about this, because anybody, and I mean anybody, David, in seconds can simply insert our wine opener right down through the cork. That needle goes through the cork, and then I just pump air in, David, and the air is lifting the cork out of the bottle. Think about that. No batteries to ever worry about. The cork is never broken like so many people struggle with ordinary wine openers. I mean, this just makes it easy and also fun. Like you said, you get that little pop when you open the wine.
Yeah, it's so simple, and it takes all the stress out of opening wine bottles. And if you're entertaining, they're ideal. Remember, you're getting 3 of these. So maybe you're gifting a couple and you're keeping one back for yourself, because it becomes that perfect and easy way. How many times have you, at a party, given the wine opener to someone else and said, I'm busy in the kitchen, can you open the wine? Not so much because you're busy, but because you're afraid you're going to break the cork in the wine. So this is going to be perfect, because now every bottle opens perfectly. When you pump air into the bottle, that air has to go somewhere. And it's not going to make the bottle burst. It's going to go for the weakest part. And what's the weakest part of that corked bottle of wine? The cork. And it's going to gently push it up. And when it pushes it up out of the bottle, you get a pop, and then you're done. Then there's a little pushing mechanism that will release the cork from the needle, and you're ready to roll. When you're ready to stop that bottle of wine up, because maybe you've not consumed it all, there's a little silicone stopper included in your pack up as well. So don't miss out on this. You get 3 sets, the wine opener, the stopper, and the gift box, and you get a set of 3. 3 black, 3 red, 3 aqua, or on QVC.com, the 3 in the purple. This is an extraordinary opportunity for so many people who are shopping for the holidays, and you've got wine lovers on your gift list, but you're not a wine expert. You walk into a wine store and there are literally thousands of wine bottles on the wall, and you're thinking, where in the world do I begin? What do I buy? Do I buy the most expensive bottle? Not necessarily, because not necessarily the best bottle. So
yeah. Yeah, David, I agree with you. And the other thing I love about this, David, is there's no batteries. I mean, there's a lot of electric wine openers, which are fine. But what if the batteries are dead? Or what if you didn't charge it? With this, we're using air, right? We're just using the air, and it's a pump. So I'm showing you this on a large 1.5 liter size. As long as it's a cork, whether synthetic or regular, it doesn't matter if it's a small or large bottle. All I have to do is allow the air to push the cork right out of the bottle. I mean, it's really just one of those presents that you give somebody that not only makes it fun, but takes away that intimidation of opening wine. No longer are you breaking corks trying to get them out with these old-fashioned corkscrews? Or, I don't know if you've seen these, David, these what they call the rabbit ears, or you got to use two hands. It's uncomfortable. This literally pushes the cork right out of the bottle. I mean, you and I are sitting here, and in seconds, I could open another bottle of wine. All I have to do is push air down into the bottle, and out comes the cork just from the air pushing it out. And then that cork, if you want to save it, is never broken, David. It looks in brand new condition when it comes out.
Yeah, anytime you use a worm corkscrew of any kind, whether it's one with the two handles or the single, you run the risk of splitting the cork. And if you have to push the cork into the bottle, you've already pushed pieces of cork into the bottle. And now suddenly you go to pour it and you got little things floating in the wine, and that's embarrassing, and that's that just slows everything down, right? So not to mention the fact that it's not going to be the best presentation possible. This is why we want to make sure that you're always prepared. Or if you're giving the gift of a wine accessory to a wine lover, you're giving something to them that they'll actually use. Once they realize how this works and how easy it is to pop a cork out of a bottle, they'll be using it all the time.
Yeah, David, I'll tell you what, I have so much fun with this. And I've opened hundreds, thousands of bottles of wine in my wine career. I have to tell you, I wish I had this when I was in the wine business, because it is so much easier than a corkscrew, and every cork comes out perfectly. I never have to worry about, the cork breaking in half or holding the bottle. So many people, you have to have some hand strength to really get the corkscrew in.
Sure.
And people are trying to get leverage to open it up. This, you're just pushing air, and it lifts the cork right out of the bottle. 5-6 bottles we opened without even breaking a sweat here, David.
Chef, it's always good to have you back with us. Thank you so much, and get ready for a non-stop holiday shopping weekend coming up, okay?
Thanks, David. You have a great one.
Thanks, pal. Bye-bye now. Now, we started our show almost an hour ago